Today is Wednesday, August 23rd, 2023. This is my second day here at Cedar Point. I'm a little more focused today, a little more of a plan of action. 2 days ago, I was just kind of trying to soak it all in and kind of do whatever my heart wanted to do. But I didn't get as many rides in, which is to be expected. It's also a busier day, and hopefully today they'll be less busy because the weather is slightly less than ideal. But who knows? So either way, I'm going to plan for the best here. I'm here for early entry, but I'm going to go right back for Maverick and then Steel Vengeance, hit those up right away because I did not hit Maverick up on my previous visit, and I need more rides on Steel Vengeance. It's early entry, so they won't be open quite yet, so I'll have to wait. But all right, let's go. Took me about 15 minutes to get back here. I'm still not quite at the entrance, but you can see Maverick right here. I just saw an empty train go by, so they're running test cycles. Should be about 10 minutes away from opening this ride. Can't wait. Looks like right here is where Maverick's line starts. They aren't even letting people into the queue quite yet, but they will in about 10 minutes. It is 10:01, still waiting for the line to move, and it's gotten a lot longer behind me. 10:04, getting in. It's got a very woodsy looking queue, and there's the station right there. Everyone's walking the empty queue. Looks like the queue ends up there. The queue ends right here for me. The app is already showing a 45-minute wait for this ride, so I guess that's what that looks like. Less than a 15-minute wait once the ride queue opened. I waited more for it to open than I did in the actual line.
That door, so sit back on time and enjoy that wild ride.
It's a very quick and snappy coaster, very quick, smooth transitions, quicker than Velocicoaster it feels, but not as much airtime. Still some very intense airtime and good inversions on it. I'd pick a Velocicoaster over this. Honestly, I might pick Millennium Force over it too. Try and do this quick because I'm heading over to Steel Vengeance, which currently has a 20-minute wait, and I want to take advantage of that very badly. It's a very good ride, just not quite as good as Velocicoaster. Very poor timing for both me and the train. Steel Vengeance is right there. I can just see the ride wait time for Steel Vengeance from right here, and it's showing 30 minutes. On the app it shows 20. Here we go. Putting my loose belongings away at the about 14-minute mark. Easily the best ride I've ever gone on. I'm going to go on it again because the ride's still reasonably short. From the time I got in line for my first ride to right now, it's only been 29 minutes, so that's about as good as it's ever going to get for this ride. So that's why I'm going back to back. Third ride total on this now. I sat in row 4 on my last ride, whereas I sat in the back on the first one. Putting my phone away at 26 minutes, so just a little bit longer wait. Now that ride was just over 40-minute wait, and I sat in the third row, so I had a much better view of the front-facing action of the ride. The airtime does lessen a little bit in the front row, but it's still the most intense thing I've ever ridden on any ride ever. Like, it's just a completely relentless ride from start to finish. It's very, very long. At least it feels extremely long. It's definitely not the longest coaster out there, but it's fairly long, but it feels extremely long because the elements are just so jam-packed. Transitions are just insane on this ride. I love it. I'm gonna have to ride this at least a couple more times on this trip. And I've ridden it 3 times. Gonna slow things down a bit.
Enjoy a ride on the line ride. Goodbye.
Yeah, it's just a gentle little family roller coaster. Not much to it. I have to say this was better than Adventure Express at Kings Island. The transitions seem more like kind of smooth, gentle, which is kind of what you're looking for out of this ride. It's got mild theming to it, but not much. Still, it's worth kind of one go. And now for the first meal of the day. We got the burnt ends with the mac and cheese. And a little cornbread on the side. Extremely good. Very creamy. Very tender. Now Magnum finally opened after it was down all morning. So I'm going to get on that once or twice. Yeah, it's a walk-on. Ride went down, so I'm bailing for now. Now we're going to do Gemini because it has a nice short wait. Row 8, blue side.
Enjoy the rest of your... Let's see what happens. Bye.
Yeah, it's a fun little ride. Very short to little, no wait. Just kind of goes out and back right here, just a bunch of hills. 2 trains racing each other. It's worth a very short wait. Magnum is still very much down, so now let's come back to her. Fortunately. I've been sitting in the same spot for about 30 minutes. Station's right up above me, waiting for a weather delay. Weather didn't even get bad. It's just out in the distance over the lake. It's not on us, but there are signs of life now. 1 hour and 7-minute wait.
Once again, it is not...
Wow, that was a long wait. That was I think that might have been my longest wait so far, or close to it. I sat back left, whereas first ride I sat front right. It's definitely better in front right because you hang over that edge more. The back you don't hang over that edge as much, but you do get a little bit of yank, slightly, down the big drop right there. It's definitely more of a front row ride though, but it's still great in the back row. Now I'm gonna have another meal at Grand Pavilion. This is my 3rd meal total here on the trip. I'm pretty satisfied with this place so far. This time we got the steak and potatoes. This is really good. It's like a lemony kind of sauce on the steak. It's very flavorful. I really love that little gravy they put on potatoes. It's subtle but very good. Okay, gonna give Gatekeeper another shot. I'm gonna sit on the right side instead of the left side this time. This way now. Row 4, right side. It's a very gentle little ride, except for the near miss elements near the center of it that fly right over the entrance. This ride would be pretty boring without those. It just needs a little, I don't know. The one at X-Flight is just so much better despite being smaller. I think it just has tighter elements, tighter turns and everything where you can really feel the forces. Raptor was down on my previous visit 2 days ago and it's been down all day today, so it's definitely looking unlikely that I'm going to get to ride this on this trip. It's kind of a bummer.
You do not wait with us and decide to leave. You will have to rejoin us.
I was about to get on Blue Streak, but they are going down for inclement weather. Skies are looking quite dark all of a sudden. The sky looks very eerie, beautiful. Looks like a little bit of a storm is rolling in, so I'm gonna go seek shelter. Yes, it is getting super windy and dark. It looks like I'm just gonna hit shelter in time. Right here. Here on the patio of the pavilion, you can see it just kind of moving over. Incredibly windy up here. It's gorgeous though. Yeah, it definitely started to rain a bit. Thankfully I'm inside now. It's pretty cool watching a storm move over a lake. Rain stopped a bit ago. I'm about to leave. Just wanted to show off the size of these waves. Wind still looks very strong out there. It's a little wet out and pretty windy. Just gonna get more food until rides reopen. Alright, we're gonna see if these beignets at the front of the park are any good. Yeah, they look like they should be pretty good. They're covered in the right amount of powdered sugar. They're very doughy, but I'll take them. We're gonna have another meal here at Hugo's Italian Kitchen. No rides have reopened yet, so still got time to kill. Been watching tons of people exit the park, so hopefully rides reopen later with short lines. We got this pepperoni piadini. It's like a dough cheese thing, pepperonis, and then cheese focaccia bread. It's all very good, just doughy and cheesy. I got a great view of Gatekeeper from here. When I see it running with people on it, then I'll know a lot of rides are opening up and I can go and start riding. All right, now the sun is shining and rides are starting to open up, so I'm gonna get on something here. It looks like Blue Streak is open, so I'm gonna finally get on that. Just try to get on it, but the storm wasn't really cooperating with me. It's just a very classic out and back wooden coaster that's blue. That's Blue Streak. Just to walk on Route 10. Yeah, it's really good for an old wooden coaster. Definitely better than High Roller, Valley Fair, and Racer at Kings Island. Definitely get some good pops of air off for some of those hills out there. It's definitely a lot smoother. Felt better maintained than High Roller. A little quicker just generally, so. This one, honestly, you could justify a couple rides on this one. All right, now I'm gonna get Wild Mouse off my list. New coaster for this year. Just a Wild Mouse style coaster. A little bit of a spinningness to it. Just over a 20-minute wait. We got Larry. liked it. It's a great wild mouse coaster. I would take this over pretty much any wild mouse I've ever been on. Maybe the Dark Knight coaster at Six Flags Great America would be the only one that could even compete with it. Because there's something about the way a lot of the elements are spaced out. I mean, even if you took those straight on, they would feel pretty intense. But I had an imbalanced car with 3 people in it, so I was spinning like crazy. I was actually surprised at just how intense that ride was for just a little footprint. It's a very good wild mouse attraction. Now this is the biggest disappointment of the trip, though I knew this was going to happen because this ride's been down for 2 years. It'll be reopening next year. It's Top Thrill 2. I'll get to go all the way over that thing, 420 feet high. I don't know when I'll make it here next, but next year would be a great year to go. Alright, time to do the corkscrew. A little bit of a different station than what they have at Valley Fair. This one's still in the original blue and white. And another difference I can tell is that this one does not have a helix like Valley Fair's does. Row 11, it's a walk-on.
Here, you guys are out of here. So sit back, hold tight, and enjoy your ride on corkscrew.
Okay, so one other difference between this ride and the Valley Fair version is after the first drop there's an airtime hill, which the big difference being an airtime hill on this ride or a helix at the end of the ride, the Valley Fair one, and I would have to take the airtime hill. It was a pretty solid airtime hill. Granted, the over-the-shoulder restraints aren't the best for experiencing airtime in, but still. I would probably have to take this version, though the Valley Fair version is much prettier the way it sits on the water. And the color scheme, I would say. This one has a much more retro look to it. Now time to give Rougarou some more love. Just a 5-minute wait. Row 6, left outside seat. Yeah, my favorite part of this ride is definitely the element right in front of me, kind of the sort of diagonal loop. Doesn't really go upside down, but it really kind of snaps you back to the ground. It's a very interesting sensation. You don't really see these elements in very many rides. I leaned forward in my over-the-shoulder restraint very hard on this ride. I was able to avoid quite a bit of headbanging. So if you can do that, you can make this ride a lot more pleasant for yourself. Other than that, it's pretty good for a 5-10 minute wait. Alright, now for Millenium Force. Got a bit over a 30-minute wait. Not too terrible. A little bit better than yesterday. Gotta appreciate misters in line. Ride was down for about 15, maybe 20 minutes for technical issues, but now I'm at a 55-minute wait total, and I'm just about at the station. 62-minute wait, including the delay. Back row is the best row. That first drop is just so good. It goes on for forever. That sensation of speed throughout the whole ride. What's It's kind of rough, so there's not a lot of good spots to take pictures or video of the ride. Because you see, like right here, the track is so far away, you can't really get great video or images for the most part. Still just such a beautiful ride. Final meal of the day, back at Farmhouse. Just got drumsticks and potato wedges. Some barbecue sauce too. Potato wedges are very good. They're well salted, well seasoned. The chicken is a little dry. Seems like it's kind of sitting out a little long. We are at the tail end of the day, which kind of makes sense. But I do like the seasoning though. I just wish it was a little more fresh. All right, now Steel Vengeance. This will be my final ride of the night. 7:45, so park closes when I'm off this ride. Looks like I'll have less than a 15-minute wait here. Oh yeah, this is by far the shortest wait I've had for this ride on this trip. This will be easily less than 15 minutes. Wow. So I rode into row 2, which is great. Got a great front row-ish view. And then every single person on my train when we got back to the station was like, hey, we got 1 more minute till park close. Let's all sprint. So I sprinted along with everyone else because, you know, I wanted to be cool and stuff. And so I got on 1 more ride, row 6. So 2 rides to end the night. That's 4 for the day. That's 5 for the trip so far. My goal is to get 5 rides on this. So I've already got 5 and I got tomorrow. So I can get another couple rides in on tomorrow at least. Wow, she's just so relentless. Can't even use my words right now. Just such a good ride. Just constant airtime. You're just flying out of your seat left and right. Just can barely get a breath in until the ride ends. Just love it so much. It's the absolute most perfect thing I've ever been on ever. Wow. It's about 25 minutes after park close. I should also mention, after my final ride, I had to wait on the brake run for like 10-15 minutes while the ride operator just cleaned puke up off the train right in front of mine. That's part of the deal of being at a theme park. These are honestly like the absolute best days of my entire life. When you exit a theme park when it's already closed, it's a little dark out, maybe it's just starting to get dark, or it's fully dark, lights are on, park's empty, you still got the little music playing, just so quiet and peaceful. It's one of my absolute favorite things in the entire world, by far. Such a great view of Millenium Force from right here. It cuts through quite a bit of frontier town. Not that it's also subtle. It's a very, very loud train when it blows through, but ain't no trains running this time of day. Or night, I should say. So I don't know what it is with Ohio and cover songs. Is that like a big Ohio thing to have cover songs playing all the time? Everywhere I've been in Ohio, there's cover songs playing. It's alright, I just want to know if it's like a thing. It's fine. They're generally very good covers. Aw, the farm animals are just chilling over there. They must be awfully tired. Long day for them too, you know? No little ponies out right now. I love a good theme park tunnel. Every park needs many of these. Just so tranquil. Especially as I exit. The park also has all sorts of little decorations scattered throughout to hype up Halloween weekends, which comes up just a few weeks from now. That's pretty quick. I really wish they still had Valley Scare, but nope, they don't. They don't have Valley Scare anymore. But they still have it here. Or their version of Valley Scare, I should say. Still haven't ridden the Sky Ride. I gotta get on it once tomorrow. That is all. I absolutely love Cedar Point's main entry midway here. It's not quite as beautiful as Kings Island, I will say that, but it's still very, very beautiful. I love the Skyway just going down here, down the center. Just gorgeous. And this coaster right here, Raptor, she's been down both days I've been here, so hopefully she's open tomorrow. But, oh well, I can accept if she isn't. Still gorgeous to look at though. And that is it for today. Another great day at Cedar Point. I can't believe I get to say that after so many years. I spent 10 straight years trying to plan a trip to Cedar Point. Every year something happened. Wanted to go here for about 25 years. So can't believe I've ridden just about every single coaster here except for Raptor, this one right in front of me. That one's been down. Then Top Thrill Dragster, obviously that one's been down for a couple years. So what are you gonna do? You can't hit them all, but I've hit them all that's available to me. So all right, tomorrow's gonna mostly be a beach day, but I'm gonna start off my day with some roller coaster rides. But hey, it's also up to Mother Nature a little bit too, so we'll see what she gives me. Might be more rides than I intended to, might be more beach, we will see. All right, thank you very much for watching. Goodbye. Life does need more Cedar Point.